What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I don't know if you've noticed, but there was a crash earlier. Could not get on, could not load. Went on Twitter, went on Instagram, and found out there was a crash. So we are here. Skynet's back on. Thank you, God. I didn't want to have to get a job. No, I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you cannot. Any platform is vulnerable to crashes. Period. Any platform. And the reason I wanted to come to y'all earlier, I did a show on Obsidian earlier today, talking about the wealth of African Americans. And now there was one study where people were like, "Oh, Erica, it's just debunked. It's not true." Because the black men in the study were 50 to 58 years old. If you guys would just stop with the comparing someone 25 to 50, someone 25 years old, fresh out of college, starting a job, they don't have wealth. I don't know where this person is getting this kind of data over and over again, crying all the time about they don't have wealth, they're good, they should have wealth. I'm like, please stop. It's really getting annoying. The conversation about it is really getting taxing because it just doesn't make sense. For one, when you have the median age of white people at 45 years old and 20% of all white people are over the age of 65 years old, of course it's going to seem like the wealth numbers don't match up. The median age of black people is 32 years old. People, please calm down on these baby boomers have all the wealth. The sky is falling. Like it's getting old. It's getting old, and it's getting old pretty fast. So for some reason, it's not letting me see you guys in here in your conversation, the chat. So hold on, let me see if I can fix that. How you guys doing? It's been a couple days since I've been on. So yes, I know I'm on a little late, but work with you, girl. Work with you, girl. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is just pull it up on my phone on the side over here. So everybody tell me where you're from tonight. Did you see the crash? Did you experience trying to get on YouTube and couldn't get on? Please make comments and let me know if that was you tonight, because I know I could not get on. And I started messaging everybody. And people were like, oh my God, the YouTube's down. So I'm just making sure it wasn't just me. I was like, they deleted my channel, y'all. I was kind of scared for a while. But why did I put this about the no secure credit cards? So I don't know if you're on, I didn't put it in my email list today, but what ended up happening is USA and 3 other banks, which we'll talk more about later this week when I get more information, sent out memos all across everybody on your alerts, in the emails, in your manager preferences. No more increases on your secure credit cards. Now, what happened is several people in the credit repair groups messaged me. We all went to kind of training together, and they messaged me, said, hey, did you see that happen today? And that happened at a couple other banks. So what that is telling me, there may be some changes in the marketplace, because even though many people like Dean Cole and other people say, hey, don't use secure credit cards, or I think Dean Cole does. There's a few other people on the credit card spear out here who are like, oh, don't use secure credit cards. It's a trap if it doesn't elevate you. It is a technique that worked at one point in time very well, and it still works a little bit, but you're not going to sit here and get $100,000 credit cards if you're sitting there with $1,000 secure credit card. It's just usually enough to get you over the bump, to get you to about a 620 if you want to get in a house, if you want to get a car, if you want to get your first credit cards. That's kind of what it's always been, and kind of recovery after a bankruptcy or divorce. And for them to send out a message nationwide, we are no longer letting you increase it. A technique a lot of people would do is like they put $1,000 on. Then they add 100 every month till it became a $5,000 credit card. And then anyway, at the end of 2 years with USAA, 24 months, the money was released to you. So it looked like you kept getting a bigger credit line increase, and then all of a sudden at the end, your money released to you. All your money released to you. So it wasn't a lose. It was a win-win. And it's just super crazy what happened. So hello, Frankie. Hello, Mars. Hello, Jenkins. I don't know. I think they got hacked. I think YouTube got hacked. It's a social platform like any other. Skynet did crash. Why building your own platform is key. Listen to me. I sent a message out to everybody on my email list. It was like 4,000 people. I got like 1 in 4 responses. So if you're on any of the email lists, or you bought any products or courses, you're on some of those lists. I'm telling you, this is why you build lists. Let me see here. First time I witnessed that with YouTube. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen it either. Literally, there's hashtags being made. Twitter's making hashtags out of it. Hello, Donald Williams. Hello, Samuel. Detroit. Okay. Should you have a website with your videos in case a major crash happens on YouTube in the future? So I have 1,000, probably 500 at this point, 1,400 plus videos here. I would have to go back and pick the best. And I really think this last year has been some of the best. Now, I could go back and pick some of the old videos where my hair is real short. Did anybody remember my hair was real short? I don't know if you remember here, but like even the video where I said this is the best time in America, this is right when this was when Obama was still president. My hair was shorter up to here, bigger and poofier, and face looks different. So I mean, there's certain videos I would definitely save, and there's certain videos I would just start again. But I mean, the amount of hardware I would need to keep that, I'm thinking about investing anyway. I was trying to get this terabyte, but I'm just trying to think what videos in what order do I save. I've been talking about this with some other people too, so it's kind of scary today. And there's 113 of you here. You guys are up late. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, you guys. Good question, though, Lance Brown. Solid steps of wealth. Super sister in the building. Fort Lauderdale in the building. What's up? It is going to be crazy, you guys. I don't know if you've been following me on the blog or anything. Essentially, this is the schedule. Tuesday through Thursday, you guys are going to get me. Freedom Fridays, you're still going to get me, but mostly Tuesday through Thursday. So put it in your calendars. Mondays, I'm going to try to make some Mondays work too in the daytime. But at the end of the day, literally, I'm going to give you the schedule if you're ready. This weekend, we'll be in Dallas, Texas. Andre Hatches and Scotty C. Smith. My video guy will be there. My mini black D-Rock. That's right. I have a black D-Rock coming along, bringing him up in the game. So we'll be in Dallas. There'll be a lot of filming. Wow. There'll be a ton of filming. Then next weekend, we will be in Detroit. We will have a meetup happy hour with lots of security at MGM Graham, if you guys are in that area, at the Tap Bar. So again, we've kind of made it so that I've told my audience, people that are there told their audience, because this week we just did a last minute thing, and Yolan came out with her daughter. A few other people watched the channel, came out. Thank you for coming out. It was very much last minute, and I'm glad they came. But Detroit next weekend, this weekend, Dallas. Next week in Detroit, MGM Graham, Tap Bar, meetup. You can meet us there. It'll be great. Next week after that, we'll be in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, you guys who are in New York and you're in New York, DC and all that stuff, I will be in Baltimore, Maryland with my video kid, my mini D-Rock. And if you can make it, make it. We're going to have a meetup at this really sweet location. But it's only, the location is only given out to people who purchase and go on the email, and their email. It's emailed to them for our safety and yours, because you don't want just people just popping up. So that'll be in Baltimore November 2nd through the 4th. But the event will be on the 3rd. Then after Baltimore, we're still working out the kinks in the schedule, but it will be Afrotech. And I think you guys will love the content I'm bringing out of Afrotech. I think that'll be very helpful to this channel. I'll be in San Francisco, California with my little mini D-Rock. Okay. Then I will be in Las Vegas for the marijuana investment conference. You guys, listen, if you looked at the schedule, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they have minorities in marijuana. They have a whole seminar they're teaching on that. So that'll be cool. Then they have a whole seminar on women in marijuana. And then they have some other niched out breakout sessions that I think will be really worth it. And then after that, we have some things probably in the works, but we got to figure out a schedule to film the rehab show in Detroit and also the trucking show, the process of me buying a truck. So, you guys will see some of that and you'll think you'll like it. So also, for those of you who asked, Hood Estates does have a payment plan for their trucking course. You can go on the link from my Instagram, or you can go on the link if anybody's here posts it, or if I get a chance to post it, I will. It's a really great opportunity. I just see the economy shifting, especially with the secure card thing. Like, that's unique that changes all of a sudden. But just like the whole credit card trip Stephanie Lau and them are doing, Bloomberg and some of these people are starting to shut down their prepaid debit cards that people are using in the credit card trick. So there's a lot of changes going on. I thought it was just me. I know, Haitian, I thought for a minute too. Yes, YouTube crashed. Colorado Springs, yes, it wouldn't upload. Classy Climb blog, thank you. Samuel, Greensboro, North Carolina, what's up? ATL in the house. Drama, okay. Okay, who do we have here? Let me see. So because the thing isn't working, it's for whatever reason. I think they fixed the glitch, but I cannot see the chat here. I'm using my cell phone, so it's not that I'm ignoring you guys. I'm trying to read the comments. So we got Goldsboro in the house, Drama, New York, Erica. I love that you're back. Thank you. Oh, have a good night, Frankie. Hello from Columbia, South Carolina. Yolan, thanks for coming out. Um, couldn't get on. I was watching O'Shea show and it cut off 8:10 Texas time. See? Yeah, there's people. It crashed. It crashed today. What's up, Charm City buyers in the building? Those are people we will be seeing in Baltimore. Yes, the crash had me concerned, keeping everyone in the dark. Listen, this is a powerful platform. It's connecting people all over the world, China, India, you name it. And for it to go down, that's a big deal. It's 148 of you guys in here. Make sure you hit the like button tonight. You supporting the channel helps me bring better content on here for everyone. What's up, Mentor Shelly? I'm willing to help you do anything you need done in Colorado Springs, Pueblo, or Denver area. Thank you so much, Mars. At some point in the future, I think we're snowboarding, but probably in Utah. So I'll see if there's anything in that area. If we do any filming wise, I'll be there. What's up, Bo's News? It's the first time I've seen it crash. I know, Mentor Shelly. This is a big concern because if it can crash once, it can crash twice or three times. Who is the hacker? I mean, I'm pretty sure YouTube has security on rooftops looking for this guy and gonna shoot him. I'm just saying. Yeah, O'Shea, the Brother Pill podcast was lit before the crash. Was it? Dang, what were they talking about tonight? Hire from somebody to upload your top tour, load it to Google Drive for you, Erica. Thank you so much, Cam for that information. Send me a side message in the Facebook group or something. I might need to look that up. Okay, what else? What else we got here? I couldn't get on YouTube for a good 40 minutes. Yeah, that's a big time lag. I mean, listen, there's people in California doing shows right now. This is their popular time to do it. Yes, because we're hungry. Charm City buyers, thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. This channel is sponsored by them. If anybody else wants to join in on the super chats tonight, having your own platform is key. Yeah, there's a video. If you look back on the channel, I think I did 1,500 videos at this point. I talk about you can't get mad at Facebook for because you're building a house in someone else's backyard. There was a rap magazine. Oh man, thank you, Mana Tomorrow. Mana Tomorrow just gave $100 super chat. Thank you so much, Mana Tomorrow. So basically there was a group who had like this rap magazine. I don't know the name off the top. I feel so bad not naming it right, but it was a hip hop rap magazine. They had 300,000 Facebook followers. It was lit over there. He had brought staff in New York to help him run it, and all of a sudden they took it away. And he went to court and everything over Facebook taking away this group. And essentially court was like, they have the right to take away anything they want. Now, what was the problem here? It happens with a lot of people. They get comfortable on the platform. They're chilling. They're hanging out. This is a great thing. They don't want to rock the boat, and they're not thinking long term. They're not going, I need to get an email list. I need to build a second platform. I need to do something. Now, with the hip hop group, literally the problem he was having, he was getting ready to build an email list. That's why he hired staff. And the staff was like siphoning some names off, but not a ton. So, he had interviews come on there. It just was really amazing. But again, you can't build in someone else's backyard. So again, Classy Climb blog is where you guys can find me, classyscl.com. I write articles on there. I'm going to write more articles. You can find me on Instagram at Erica's Classy Climb. Usually, if Cam's here, they can put any of the links on here. Any of y'all follow me, put the links in the comments. It'd be really helpful. But I really thought that was unique today, that not only do we have a crash, but several banks are closing the secure card loophole where people kept adding to them. So again, USAA today sent out a message to all its members. If you have a secure card, you cannot add more money to it. You cannot increase the limit on it. You have to, they're saying it's updating the system for the next 3 months. And to me, that seems a little long to be updating just that one part of the system for the next 3 months. So what does that mean? That means you need to have a plan. Even if something goes wrong with our economy, you still need to have a plan. Period. Upload to Google Drive. Where in Dallas? Ricky Gates, the links, if Andre Hatch is in the comments, he should totally put it in there, but I don't know if he's in there. But we will be in Dallas at an event. You can buy day tickets, day passes. What's up? I know I'm waving. What's time at MGM Graham? I'm pretty sure it's 8 o'clock. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure they go. What time in Detroit is the MGM Grand meetup? Hit me in the email. Okay, David Portal, Donald, everybody that's asking about Detroit, I'll put more information as we get closer to the date, which is basically next weekend. So I'll give me a chance to put together another video tomorrow. I'm flying at 7 o'clock in the morning. I know me. I know my sleep. I probably won't even sleep tonight. So it'll be tomorrow. Jay Liggins, MJ is about to be legal nationwide in Canada in a couple hours. Exactly. I think this is a poignant time. If you are a person who's interested in investing in marijuana or cannabis industry, more than just stocks, like being an on the ground partner, that MJ conference, November 14th through 17th, is vital. They have a whole session brought out for minorities investing in marijuana. Why are they doing that? Because I think they're addressing the concerns of nationally the community of like, how come minorities are being affected adversely through marijuana as far as sentencing and all that good stuff, but not making the money off this new, opportunity. So I think that is important as well. Sorry, trying to put this phone up here where I can see it and see you guys. Cashmatic laptop lifestyle. Yeah, Cashmatic. I mean, for the next month and a half, we're really going to try to be laptop lifestyle. I think it's going to be really great content from Detroit. It's going to be great content from this weekend in Dallas. We're going to have great content in Baltimore. Hopefully she can take us near the wire and we can film it and like film fast and run by it. Like I never even watched the show, but it's something people keep asking me. Truckers too. Yeah. I mean, all that. Urban Thomas. So you can get Urban Thomas USAA. You can get the secure credit card, but the trick a lot of people in the credit repair industry, before people kind of got away from it, was putting. Let's say you start your secure credit card with 250. Well, let's say you put 250 on it again next month, and a couple more months later. So eventually, you built your secure credit card up to 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000. As long as your credit line was increasing, it was giving you like little bumps up in your credit. And it was a big deal because at the end of the day, 2 years later, you're going to get all your money released to you anyway. So that trick is over, at least at USA and 3 other banks. I don't want to speak on those banks until I've confirmed it for myself. It was in the credit repair newsletter that went around, but I want to confirm it before I just say inaccurate information. So what's up from New York City? Sam Thomas. What's up from Malawi? Angela Tech? Wow. Cam, apparently the pundits are saying that social media blackouts are going to happen to control news. Well, Cam, I actually believe that. How do you control people? Through news, through alternative news. Let's think about it. Facebook algorithm is not free. When I go look at my friend's Facebook feed and mine, completely different. Same thing when it comes to Twitter. Twitter is kind of used now to just share news like, hey, this person said something. Hey, this happened. That's kind of what it's used for. I don't think Twitter thought they were going to be that, but between Donald Trump saving Twitter, because that's what he's done, and people using it the way they want, yeah. Florida player, this platform is critical. Keep it possible as we are so cheap. Okay. Have you heard anything about why it crashed? No, Colin Wire, I have not. Is bound to crash eventually. Adult supervision. Good point. Again, thank you, Mana Tomorrow, for the $100 super chat. Mana Tomorrow is a great guy. You should get a chance to chat him on O'Shea channel. He brings the pain. He has no time for foolishness. Okay, got you. I see you, Haitian. Wow, that's interesting. Florida player says midterms. That's why it's politics. D Ramsey, hi, I'm new to your channel. Definitely love the content. What's up with the secure credit cards? So D, we just went over that, so we probably heard that already. House on sand. This means that I'll put my videos directly on my website instead of just uploading them here. So Mentor Shelly, like anybody else on YouTube, I think you should be saving some of this content. Now, what I've noticed about Nick Bear, all these other big YouTubers with really high quality videos that are almost like they got music and intro and all kind of stuff, they are saving their videos. Because they have to edit them so much, they're saving them to drives for a lot, different types of hard drives. So good things can go away. The list. Yeah. I don't think that if it's one person, because how big YouTube is, it had to be a planned attack. Interesting. Are you saying Russia hacked YouTube? Well, listen, let's be honest. If anybody hacked YouTube, it'd be China. Let's keep it 100, y'all. Let's keep it 100. One day I'll be able to drop a super chat like that. Hey Drake, any day you want. No, really, they heard Pakistan. Wow. That's interesting. Now it's really going crazy. Get your paper and credit up. Skynet is blocking me from adding links. You guys, do you see what I'm saying? Skynet is stopping Cam, my moderator, from adding links. So in the description after this is over, you can catch any of your girls' links. If any of you put a comment after the video renders, I will reply with my links. Wow. Okay, Skynet, that's how we gonna play tonight. How do we stay connected if we don't have Facebook pages? Instagram, anything, email. Urban Thomas, where's the marijuana conference? It is in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada, November 14th through 17th. I'm trying to catch Afrotech because I think it is pivotal this year to be at Afrotech in San Francisco. Now, I don't particularly like San Francisco, but I have been invited by several prominent Black people to tour other cities in California while I'm there. So hopefully I'll get a chance to see Oakland. I hope we'll get a chance to see another city while I'm there with a much needed, guide. So. All right. Charlotte, North Carolina. What's up, D. Ramsey? Hello. Okay. Infamous Underdog. Hello, Erica. Do you know anything about Capital One credit card? I'm 20 years old and need to pay it back. I don't know. What happened to your card? Charlotte NC in the building. Thank you, Lando. Tosh dream is coming true. Also, Facebook is selling data. Exactly. They don't have any allegiances. Pay attention to Bitcoin. Really? So many platforms on YouTube with unpopular opinions. Well, the thing about Roscoe, about when I say the crash, they have a staff of cybernet people, cybersecurity people. I mean, like a 24-hour staff. It could happen. You not being able to add links may be an update on Skynet. Wow. Adult supervision, supporting solution oriented programming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. This is crazy. Yeah. So what's funny is usually on my channel, I'm able to post my links for you guys to buy bundles from me, for you guys to sign up on my email list, for you guys to go over to my pages. And what my moderators are saying is they cannot post my links. So Skynet, I know you're watching. I know you're reviewing me. Don't do that. That sucks. So, hey, from Albuquerque, listen, Theodore Cousins, I went to Albuquerque several times for the Gathering of Nations powwow. That is amazing city. Amazing. Just the heat was amazing, really, but the overall was amazing. So something we've been talking about on this channel. Yeah, true. Hackers. Yeah. Something we've been talking on this channel is investing, right? So we're at 163 viewers. Please hit the like button. You see we're having technical difficulties with the Skynet. The crash has come today and scared everybody. There was a link someone was showing, like Glenda Cameron posted, of a guy who makes $20 million a year off YouTube, but he only makes 17,000 off the ads. So any third-party platform has the right to pay you pennies on the dollar if they want. They have the right to take you off the channel if they want. So you guys got to be paying attention, because these are all third-party platforms perform the same at some point. You said something about marijuana conference. Where can I keep up on the latest info on marijuana? You have Cannabis Daily. You have all these online newsletters all over. There's at least 10 different ones that you could actually sign yourself up for. Who watches regular TV anymore? Weirdly enough, who watches regular TV anymore, I think, is kids. And honestly, African Americans have a high number of hours watched per day. And I think that's probably kids who are staying at home, waiting for mom to get home. Various reasons why that is. I'm not saying anything in particular. I just know there was a very smart family, the valedictorian at my high school. He had 4 kids, and we never knew they didn't have TV growing up. We just thought they rode their bikes outside all the time. So. Skynet knows what content is politically charged or family friendly. I don't think this is a consequence. They focus on advertisers and the powers that be. Yes, facts. I think it's important that you notice that. Good Lord, there's 180 of you out tonight. You guys are up late. Hit the like button. So while we're at it, let's review some of the content. Thank you so much, G Adams. So far, if you guys have noticed, there's some of the techniques in the credit world that are not working anymore. The credit card apps are not getting, people are not getting as many anymore. Now, I'm not saying any of this to scare you guys, but what I think you should always focus on, if you saw me on previous videos, is making sure you're getting the income up, because at any time they can change credit rules and now you need more credit. You need even higher credit score. You don't need more than 3 inquiries. Like, I'm hearing some weird things out there from people applying. That's a reason I'm a big promoter of FOA Commercial. FOA Commercial is a really great company, and this isn't a plug. This is just seriously, I used them with an auction.com. Now you can use them Hubsu and a couple other websites, but it's important. You know, if you got paper and you can buy stuff out, good. But what are people bumping up against when they try to refinance stuff? When they try to refinance, they get stuck. So I'm hearing a lot of that out in the marketplace lately. Wow, Sir Harrison, thank you for the $5 in British pounds. Love from London, Eric. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's awesome. We have London people in here. But at the end of the day, that's part of why I am, even if there's a crash, I'm really, really leaning hard and focusing on trucking, because logistics is important. Even in the last crash, train stocks went through the roof. They crashed well, but they went back through the roof because you got to use the train and it saved gas. Also, trucking never ceases. I mean, you need trucks. If you can't get a truck into a city within 3 days, that city basically starves. Now, I've sat downtown and watched the beer trucks go through 6th Street, Austin. If you know anything about 6th Street, Austin, it's a party area, right? All day long. I mean, trucks are hitting that area. And I thought, how many days a week do they have to provide beer on this one street? And what happens if trucks cannot go through this street? So it's one of those things, you know, you really have to pay attention to the marketplace and be more aware. Never want to scare any of y'all in here, but just be more aware. Like, do you own any assets in your city or your town outside your job? And prime example, this week there was an article. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it is a hospital executive. She put on her Twitter or on her social media, who will train the police not to shoot kids? Now, she could have been serious. She could have been joking. I don't know. But what ended up happening is, oh, I'm sorry, you just glowed the super chat button. What ended up happening is the hospital was like, we don't care. It's her private social media. We could give a care, right? Because in this world of everybody getting fired for saying stuff on their social media, the newspaper put, well, she makes $1 million a year at this hospital as a hospital exec. Now, what do you think happened to this woman's life? When they put out there that she makes $1 million a year, this woman probably had to put her house up for sale. I don't know where she lives. I can't even guess. But I'm pretty sure she either had to move apartments or move somewhere or change her phone number, because guess what? Her cousins are probably calling her now. Now, many people said, Erica, her income is public record. It is. It's public record. They have a right to post it. But at the end of the day, in the economy we're in, telling somebody this woman has $1 million and you know where she lives, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. So again, social media, it can be your friend or it can be your enemy. You got to be careful out here posting things. T. Kelly, everybody thought O'Shea pulled the plug. He was already cussing folks out. No, I can't post links, but Skynet just glowed the super chat button. Really? Interesting. Thank you, Roscoe, for the $2 super chat. Roscoe's question is, do you think universal basic income is possible? Roscoe, no. I think even if they test it out in California, there is an Asian businessman who says he wants to run for president. And I would not be surprised if we have an Asian president sometime after Trump. Now, why do I think this? Asian supremacy is real. So we've agreed that not to use the word supremacy, but use, I was on O'Shea show and someone said resource supremacy. I actually like that term better. I actually do, because people who have resources are living well in this economy. Again, like I told you guys, stay-at-home moms went up 13% in the past decade. In order for somebody to stay home, somebody's got to be making some buckaroos. You know what I mean? And it's 192 of you on here. Make sure you hit the like button. Now, with the universal basic income, even if they said, look, Roscoe, we're going to cut $1,000 checks to everyone. Unless, we just saw your taxes last year and you don't need the $1,000, which I would assume they're going to have some kind of opt-out program. With that $1,000 a month, guess what rent's going to go to? Anybody take a guess? $999. I mean, I'll give you an example. I'm from military towns, military parents, and you know what happens here? When the BHA, I may be saying it wrong, I apologize, when the basic housing allowance moves up for the military, every place moves up. So I think when I was first out of college, a lot of the apartments in Fayetteville rent for $500 a month, which was really low, so ridiculously low. Well, all of a sudden, BHA moved up to $750. Guess what happened? Rent everywhere went up. All of a sudden, $750. Well, guess what? When BHA rose to like 1,205 or something like that, every house over here by this really great school district went up to $1,200. And that's what's going to happen if you have a basic income, basic universal income. No matter what they give you, businesses, people who rent homes, who own homes, it's going to go up to that number. And that's the government. Imagine the government doing that in one military town of 300,000 people, changing the whole economy based off them raising the BHA. Now, everybody knows they're not going to get soldiers at every single apartment, but guess what? Because your neighbor's raising rents, you're raising rents. Because this grocery store is raising prices, you're raising prices. It is something they would do. Hackers 1309. I was scared as hell because I put my life and blood in YouTube video when I thought it was all gone. No, that's scary. D. Ramsey, my husband is a truck driver for a major retailer. We have had great credit, cash on hand. We are thinking of buying a truck. D. Ramsey, I would prescribe you to do it. I am seeing basically on our end buying the truck and having the driver drive, which Man of Tomorrow's in here. He may comment. A lot of people are getting the 50-50 split. If you go watch Hood Estates videos, he's getting 50-50 split with his driver, 1099 driver. He's making $1,000 to $1,500 a week. The driver's making $1,500 a week. So imagine if you owner operator was kicking $3,000 a week. Another great person you can follow is Trucking Justin on Instagram. Definitely go check those people out and go message them. Let them know that you are your husband trucks. Yep. Cam is right. Trucking Justin mentioned on Todd Millionaire podcast that there was a lot of money to be made when FEMA was delivering supplies because of hurricane. Oh yeah, and probably charged literally was probably paying out the what, because you gotta get that food delivered. The Borg is real. It is. Dang, that's messed up. The woman has a target in the back now. She's got to. And she's a black woman with $1 million salary. So I'm not saying I assume some of her family members are poor, but I would assume some of her extended cousins may be. And I would move and I would change my number. Asian American man experience. Congratulations. Welcome to the show. Asian president, I'm down with that. Listen, I've made it very clear on this show that I think right now I have some Chinese friends who are married to Egyptian girls. One's married to an Egyptian girl. And there are several popular Instagrammers who are Asian with a black wife. I mean, it is just depending on where you are. That is very common. Like for military towns, interracial marriages are common. Asian folks are very common. I mean, it's not going to be, I would not be surprised. Write this down so I'm going to keep it for record. If you will see an Asian president that came from being in the military, serving in the military, war veteran, straight A student, multiple degrees, whatever, and him run for president, I would not be shocked. Just wouldn't. Jason M., do you know Kanye West was a traveler from an alternate universe? Listen, everybody who watched my Kanye West show, I wanted to do a part 2 to the Kanye West show. Not tonight, but definitely tomorrow, where I talk about some of the positive points Kanye tried to make. Now, I tried, y'all. I tried to watch it. I posted on Facebook. I challenged my friends to watch it. The whole 19 minutes was hard to swallow. Kanye West looked unstable, y'all. When he started out talking about female energy and being from multiple universes, even if I'm a sci-fi channel loving girl, I was like, this is not the time to talk about multi-universes. This is not the time. No, Kanye, no. So, again, it is what it is. A UFO crash, somebody posted a video on YouTube. Okay, capital inflation. Yes, D. Bevel and C4 Bragg, that's right. Been the bartender. Been the bartender. Nobody can post any links. I'm very sad. USN retired. Happened in Roti, Spain all the time. Wow, Lance Brown. Really? Cobe Anthony. Erica, where do you rate a 720 as a credit score? So, Cobe Anthony, if anybody knows me or they watch this channel, what do I say about credit scores? I don't know. You guys can put it in the comments. But here's the thing. Someone telling you got a 720, so what? What are you using it for? What are the lending places you're trying to go make money off of it for? At the end of the day, when I go in these Facebook groups and these credit repair groups and people are showing me the screenshot of their 800 credit score and I put in the comments, what are you going to do with it? And then I get cussed out. That shows me they have no clue what they're going to do with it. You can have a 650 and there's some bank somewhere that will lend you money. Is a 720 better? It's best, right? Like if you got a 720 and high income, let's make sure this is clear. Don't be telling me you got a 720 and you make 15 grand a year. If you have 720 and you make probably 50 to 70K a year, you probably could get 100K in credit cards. You'd have to apply in a very distinct order. Rock Like What? Go check his channel out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Roscoe, most jobs of the future are going to require heavy quantitative skills, and professionals like accounting will be considered low-skilled labor. The education system needs to be overhauled. Roscoe, I would kind of agree with that. What I was saying on Obsidian's channel earlier and O'Shea's channel, I think there is a huge space for African-American men, African-American people to get into as far as cybersecurity. You can go to community college and get that, and it starts at 80K a year. You know who needs cybersecurity? Banks. YouTube, apparently, to stop from crashing. Facebook, you name it. Every bank, every little small bank all across America needs cybersecurity. Every office that plans on growing needs cybersecurity. And honestly, if you work for a national insurance company, that particular office may not hire the cybersecurity. The regional office may hire the cybersecurity guy and start paying him at 80K a year. And then there's a team of cybersecurity people on watch trying to make sure they're not hacked or crashed. You dig what I'm saying? So there's a lot of space there. There's a lot of space in trucking. There's a lot of space in really, honestly, ownership, right? Everybody can't own a business, but I am a big believer in own and be owned. Andre Hatch has been saying it. If you own some resources or some assets that pay you every month, you're good to go. And to be really honest, like I was listening to Trucking Justin's show on Millionaire Todd Milley podcast. Once you get to 4 trucks, it's going to be hard to outspend it, right? Once you get to 20 rental properties, it's going to be hard for you to spend unless you're just reckless and you at the strip club with the big booty betties. It's going to be hard for you to spend it all. Speaking of that, I'm going to talk about American Greed Show. Make sure you guys mention American Greed Show in about 5 minutes so I don't forget to talk about it. Mike, the creator, it crashed. Nobody could get on for 40 minutes in different sectors of the world. It made the internet. It made the Twitter. It made the TV news that it crashed. The board is no threat to me. I am Q. Okay, cool. There's 225 of you on here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you can't super chat and support the channel, hit the like button at least for your girl. What's up, Young Jay? It crashed, but I don't believe that YouTube had released an official statement yet. They haven't that I've seen, Colin, but maybe by the time I'm talking or afterwards, it'll be on. What's up, Andre Hatchet? See you Thursday. $4.99, Doyd. Hey, I just stepped in, so this may be irrelevant, but do purchasing primary trade lines exist? My credit is missing auto and mortgage trade lines. So, Doy, I'm sorry if I'm killing your name. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat and supporting the channel. So here's the thing. When the thing says a mix of credit lines, it doesn't necessarily mean you need an auto, you need a mortgage, you need a credit card, and you need every single thing in order. A mix is a mix. It just means you don't have all credit cards and no car or no. But you can get primary trade lines. Now, where do those come from? Cam, my man, if you could post, we'll post together. Ben, anybody, Ben the bartender, Andre Hatchet, who watched this channel. Primary trade lines. 1, New Coast Direct. 2, Oxford Publishing. 3, Hutchinson Chase, Hutton Chase. 4 was Geddington. 5, Finger Hut. Number 6, what's my one I'm always saying, you guys? I'm forgetting. My Jewelers Club. 7, a secure card and a secure loan. But again, after the Sakara Braco with USAA, might be other banks copying this soon. Kanye had a barbershop conversation with the president on camera. Ben, the bartender, spot on. That is the best description I have heard yet. Again, everybody, we want to thank Mana Tomorrow for the $100 super chat. He is the big sponsor of the show today. Ben, the bartender. I said in my previous video, I think Kanye West talking about fatherlessness in Chicago, talking about fatherlessness in his home, was a discussion for another time. Talking about the multi-universe is a discussion for a town hall or another time. I will still stick with what I said. I know I'm getting hit by several black men who saying I don't care about black men's problems. That is not true. This channel has never been about that. I think Kanye West needed a little bit more polishing, maybe a higher dose of medicine. I mean, he seemed a little unstable. He made points for prison reform. He talked about how he's a billionaire with Adidas company, and he wanted them to bring a factory there. That's what he should do. That's his hometown. If he can get them a factory somewhere in the sticks where they can make his Adidas shoes and they can hire a certain number of ex-felons and black workers, congratulations. He also talked about, there's another one, I'm missing it. Prison reform. What did he talk about? Jobs for felons. Oh, he talked about reparations in some form of way. Rambling, crazy way. He talked about reparations. Now, here's my problem with this. I don't think we'll ever get reparations. Tone Talks and all of them can talk about all they want. I don't think we're going to get it. Again, my audience is diverse. We got Asians, we got Hispanics, we got whites. All kind of people pay this on this channel. So, I mean, I think there's ways for the African American community to make leaps and bounds outside that, because I just don't think we're going to get it. I really don't. Now, if we couldn't get it in 1975 when we were like number 2 population, now we're like number 5 Hispanics and Asians and everybody else coming in. I don't think we're going to get it, y'all. I don't think we're going to get it. Native Americans can't even make them keep their treaties. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay, Ben the bartender. He was better off going to the neighborhood park and playing chess. At least they would have understood. Dang, Cam, that's messed up. We need 20 more likes, please. People, you guys, listen, there's 227 of y'all here. Let's get the likes up, because all it does is help tell Skynet, please let Cam and them post links under my video. Why are they playing with me? I think they did that crash so they can cut us down a little bit. There we go, Ben the bartender. Ben the bartender's comment. Credit scores mean nothing if you can't pay the note. Facts. Because here's the thing. I'm going to be careful with this, but I think a lot of people, if pushed up to 720, making 40, 50 a year, could get 100,000 in credit cards. But if they can't pay the note, what does it matter? And if they get the 100K in credit cards and they don't buy a rental and have it quickly rented out so they don't lose their shirt, I just don't think it'll work like people think it will. Now, if you told me, Erica, I got a million in business lines of credit, hey, we just got to get you 20, 25% back a year. That's 200,000. You can't live off that, then that's, I don't know what Brenda at the bus stop doing to you, but you better stop. Cybersecurity, I'm telling you, YouTube, for real. What about web development? Lando Christian, I think these are, we could go deep into tech in this conversation, but I don't particularly want to, but we could. Like, even if you just go right now on Udemy, you just scan the topics, the courses they have, Scrum, all these other things. The best thing Cam brought up to the group was Salesforce. In the private Facebook group, I think Natasha is doing the Salesforce training study group. Cam, if you can, tell them how much Salesforce certificate kind of people are making an hour. I thought it was like 35, 40 an hour. I have friends who are in engineering making 55 an hour. And one of my friends, he was bored at his job. He's like, they pay me 55 an hour to search the internet. Now, say it, I think it's a credit to how skilled he is. He was done with his work early. But at the end of the day, I mean, many of y'all can move it up. Now, what do I mean by that? There's a lot of people, for the kids who are going to protest in the street for the $15 an hour you at KFC, I can't do nothing for them. I can't. Like, I can't convince them that they should go to the community college and get something different and not cosmetology. Don't be mad at me, but not cosmetology, like a skill, electrician, a HVAC worker, something. Something that welding, okay, welding people are being, now here's something I heard complaint from some of the welders, that they're being shipped all over the United States to train other people and go on a project for an hour, a week or two, and they can't, live with their family like that. Now, here's my thoughts on that. I'm sorry that's happened to you, but from the last 5 emails I've got, you got paid 150,000. You can live. You know what I mean? Your wife can make do this 1 year of you not really being there because you're training people all over the United States. So feel free to email me and make whatever comments you want on that. A lot of you email me, even when I tell you don't email me. So quite funny, but you do. Andrew Hatchett. I need 2 more super chats would be nice. Erica needs to chat a flight and buy me food in Dallas, Texas. So again, you guys, if you haven't heard my schedule, it's 234 of y'all in here. Let's get the likes up. Thank you for the super chats, you guys. This is the schedule. Prepare yourselves. Make notes if you need to. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas this week. Andre Hatchett, I'm so sorry, but if you could post the links or try, I don't think it's going to let you. But we're going to be in Dallas, Texas. If you're on the email list, I'm going to email you guys again and let you guys see the links coming up for me and Andre Hatchett. AndreandFriends.com. 19th through the 21st. My video guy's going to be there. My Black D-Rock from Detroit is going to be following me around. You guys are going to get to see him often in the future. Next weekend, we're going to be in Detroit, Michigan, rolling deep. I'm talking about Nina from House Hunters in Cleveland. Andre Hatchett's going to be there. Asia Dennison of Dennison Construction, one of Charm City Buyers, Packy and Sandy Jetson of Hood Estates out of Jacksonville, Florida, the Meeks, Team Meeks out of Houston, Texas, and a couple other folks. So stay posted. Some of the ladies that met me at VidCon are possibly coming to hang out. And of course, because my cameraman D-Rock will be there, you will see it. Now, we will not start the Rehab House show next week. I don't know when our day is, but Detroit gets cold. So already the weather kind of did a flip-flop. So now we're going to all have to plan to bring jackets to Detroit. That being said, okay, we're going to try to get that house rehab show in before January or right at January. I'm so sorry. It's still going to be delayed. Same thing with the trucking show. Essentially, it's going to be the video camera kid following me around as I try to purchase a truck as a woman who's not a driver. So that ought to be interesting. And hopefully, Packy and Sandy may do a little help with that on that. Again, after that, we'll be in Baltimore, Maryland, Charm City Buyers. She was on the show earlier. Super chatting. Thank you for the $2 super chat. That's Baltimore, Maryland. There'll be a meetup November 3rd. After that, San Francisco, California, Afrotech. We may do a quick hop in Oakland. We have to get that worked out with the person who's giving me the tour in Oakland. Okay, then after Oakland, we'll be in Las Vegas, November 14th through the 17th. Las Vegas Marijuana Investment Conference. Again, you guys, I hope you got all that down. You'll see me talk about it a bunch. So there's 224 of y'all in here. Thank you for coming on tonight. Make sure you hit that like button because, some of y'all can't stay up late, and I'm okay with that. Roscoe, there are tons of cybersecurity and data science jobs. Security threats are growing and the volume of data grows every year. Exactly, Roscoe. If you are watching the channel, I am one of the biggest proponents that I think many of you, it's time to step it up. No more complaining about the jobs out there. You got to go up in your career, whether, I don't care if you're 25 watching me or 35 watching me. I don't care if you're 45 or 55. I think this is a great opportunity for you guys to get in here because we all know data is important. We all know banks need protection. Companies need protection. Their data needs protection. Sorry, the light was tripping. Donald Williams, I'm taking a certification in that now. Congratulations, Donald Williams. Uh-oh, Ben the bartender. Smoke one. How exactly does the status which society at large attaches to one's job affects one's job satisfaction? That's a very deep question. Now, here's what I think. You'll meet a trash man, you'll meet a janitor, you'll meet whoever, and they're happy and satisfied with their job. I think a lot of times, like same thing with retail. I've met people who they like being in food service, cooking and stuff, but it's the way people treat them in the job that does bother them. Now, here's my thoughts on this. I'm careful about this. I would rather work a year or two getting paid $100,000 a year, trucking something stressful, cybersecurity, some kind of office job, than spend 5 years work making $30K a year and going, I feel happy at my job. I rather have 1 or 2 hard years, take that money, invest well, and then bring it back down. Now, if you guys don't remember, there's a woman who watches the show. She was working a job for 18 years that she hated. She finally bought a townhouse after listening to me talk about it here on YouTube. Her mortgage is 321. Guess what she did with that job? She quit it. Why? Because having to pay 1,500, thousand some change, cost a car note, it's debt that's keeping some of y'all in the jobs you hate and not freeing you to do other job opportunities. So, Katan and Lemons, why did YouTube crash? We have several theories. Kevin Lemons, we're thinking it's a crash. We're thinking it's upload servers. We're thinking we need cybersecurity. We haven't got an official statement. DMV Pat, people will die with an 800 credit score, but will need GoFundMe to have them buried. Wow. Let me say that again, DMV Pat. People will die with an 800 credit score, but will need a GoFundMe to have them buried. Mind blown. I think we are getting to a point in society, probably especially in the next 5 to 10 years, where there will be no excuses. There will be no excuse. I even see people now on their GoFundMe's like, I understand GoFundMe's not insurance, but this happened to me. And even, I think community, even bigger point to all this is, I'm meeting a lot of YouTubers who have big YouTube channels and no community. No outside friends outside their girlfriend, no outside friends plus 1 or 2 people. And I think that's dangerous. And I think that's why I'm so blessed. If you guys watched any of my videos when I was in Florida, to be able to hang out with a group of people, we're all in real estate and investing, and can work together and be positive. And I mean, I went to FidCon. You guys saw how glowing I was about that. I sat at a table with like 13 other Black people, and everybody at that table was recently married. They're my age. They're making money. You know, one dude was a millionaire, multiple millionaire. And I'm like, you guys, you know, I think you're going to have the next 5 to 10 years where there's going to be a lot of African American, a lot of Hispanic kids who just go up to the next level. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Asian kids too who go up to the next level. It's just not just one. I think the phone, the internet are really changing things for people if you have the skills to take advantage of it. Andre Hatchett, learn how to build landing pages. That's a great business. Facts. Been the bartender. My wife is a web developer and is working on getting her secret certs. That's that dragon energy. Been the bartender, you got a wife. Everybody, been the bartender, got a wife. Congratulations, been the bartender. I know you had a wife. Dragon energy. Or did he say that? Did Kanye West say that? I can't remember. Roscoe, Andre, good tip. Studying to be a web developer now. The Russians crash YouTube. Lando, let's put some money on that. The Russians crash YouTube. Cam, Andre Hatchett. Landing pages and funnels can bring in 10K a month, including other digital marketing work, and you're making bank. Okay, the Asian American male experience. I have a TransUnion paid account that I use for dating purposes, such as generating a credit pool on the spot, because for some reason, FICO score is important when it comes to dating now. So Asian man experience, you know, moment of truth here on this channel. Part of the reason your girl did not get married and got actually broke out of an engagement to get married was the man was untruthful about finances. And as you go through marriage counseling, if anybody knows about that, you actually share each other's credit reports. It wasn't just that, it was some other items too, but it is very important because it's not just having bad credit. It is, what's your plan? It's not that someone has $100,000 and credit cards. It's what is their plan? Things happen, but what's the plan and are they working towards it? Because let's be honest, a lot of people, if they get married a little bit later, especially if they're a woman, they're going to go home and have kids. And so their income is not going to be able to take care of that debt. So that might be on you. So it's very important. Asian American man experience. Do you have a blog or a YouTube channel? I think that's a really great handle because people don't ask the Asian American man's experience. There's a blog called The Angry Asian Man. I think he gets a lot of traction. This channel. Landing pages are gold. Mike the Creator. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Have a great night. Have a great night. Came because YouTube crashed. I music crypto. Hey, it did crash, but we're back now. Cam, no lies ever told. Why no more secure credit cards? Because There was for a while the secure credit card trick worked, right? Where you could get a secure credit card, maybe two or three, and it would bump up your credit score. But what we've been seeing happen lately with secure credit cards is people are getting stuck. They're not getting big credit card limits anymore. Now USAA, one of the biggest for this region on the East Coast, is saying they're not going to do any more credit line increases, which was part of the trick of having a secure credit card. Was initially you put that 250 on, but you didn't want to have a small limit, so you kept adding to it. So eventually you get up to $1,000 or a $5,000 limit, and that would open you up to bigger and better cards. If you can't add more money to it, now you're stuck with a 250 card, and you're really going to spend 30% of it. So what is the point? I remember when Glendon said something about being in the platform is like building in their backyard and we have to build a website. Yeah, 8:42 p.m. Who is trucking? Justin, you always mention him. I go to YouTube search and can't find him. Island Trucker, he's not on YouTube. We tried to convince him. He's not on YouTube. You have to go to Instagram. Trucking Justin. Thank you so much, Cam Cam. New Coast Direct, Oxford Publishing, Hutch and Chase, Giddington, Finger Hut, My Jewelers Club, and Self Lender Loan. I pay my email marketing LP person $360 a month, and that's a discount. Should we get in those secure credit cards fast? Irvin Thomas, if you're going to do it, try it. But here's at the end of the day, like Capital One has a secure card that eventually they can graduate you, but it's the small limits. The small limits are not going to help you. It's when you get $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 limit secure card. Now, when you got that $500 card, if I'm a bank and I see you like, oh, I'm gonna give this guy a credit card, I'm only gonna give him like $1,000, $2,000 credit card because all he has on his record is other $500 cards. It's gonna mirror what you have, and that's why I said that. There's a saying that YouTube went down worldwide for several hours. So Richard Brandon, I would say over here in America, YouTube went down for 40 minutes per se. And why do I say that? Because I got off a show, and when I went to go get live, I couldn't get on. And then I started going on Tinder and all this other stuff. Not Tinder, Twitter. I wasn't on Tinder. No, I was not. I am tired. That's what's wrong. Goodness. Oh gosh, Lando, please don't at me. It looks like bright red words when you do that. Messes up my eyes. Cam, Andre Hatch, I used to do work for ClickFunnels and left to do work on Salesforce because the money and demand is higher. I recommend everybody to do it because it's great side hustle main gig. Russians crashed. Okay, Lando, we're gonna believe Lando. Okay, cool. Okay. Reparations will never happen. Too difficult to trace answers. Paying people for slavery would probably crash the economy. Roscoe, possible. Richard Brandon, 12, studying Salesforce admits. Or any tips? Anybody got any tips? Raphael said he showed Trump the hydrogen plane he should be flying. They already made t-shirts about Kanye West dragon issue. The t-shirt hustle's for real. It really is. If I can ever find a t-shirt kid that can just make me t-shirts on the fly, there's so many things I want to do. Apple Mac said he's at work on his phone. Okay, cool. Salesforce, Azure, and Marketo. Do you think YouTube will crash permanently soon? Now, here, plus one. Here's my thoughts. If something can be crashed once, it can be crashed again. So I want to hear the reason why it crashed, because if it can crash once, baby, it can crash again. That's just period. It can crash once. It can crash again. Andre Habit, Erica needs to buy me food. Possibly. We want some Jamaican food when we get to Dallas. Cam, 35 an hour, you guys. 35 an hour for sales admins, certs, no experience. Sorry for yelling in the microphone. I forgot it's on. Let's see. What else we have. There's 250 people here tonight. You guys make sure you hit the like button tonight. Charlotte en route to being a tech capital on the East Coast. A lot of tech companies popping up in Charlotte. Yes, my sister might be moving to Charlotte. So your girl, I was trying to buy an Airbnb in Charlotte because, in Charlotte, they got the Democratic convention coming. They got all kind of stuff coming to Charlotte always. CIAA, all kind of stuff's coming there. I'm a new YouTuber, finance manager giving basic credit and financial advice. How do we can stay connected without having a Facebook page? We are looking for minimal partnership to invest in properties and business. D, do you mean with other people? Do you mean with me? Do you mean with who? Thank you for the $25.99 super chat. I appreciate it. Even without Facebook, you guys can always message me. I have several pages that unfortunately Kim cannot link because Skynet is tripping. 55 an hour ain't much anymore. 55 an hour, B Parker. Let's do the math. Somebody give me a calculator. 55 an hour times 100 and 40 hours. No, 160 hours in a month. Somebody calculate that up. Because usually when you start getting to 55, you're really going over the salary. You ain't going over the per hour. Ooh, Lando. Lando just shared this. Salesforce is offered at for free at Goodwill here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Kyla, what is this stream about? This stream and this channel is usually whenever people super chat, they can ask whatever question they want, Kyla. This channel started, this whole super stream was about YouTube crashing. How does that affect the economy? We did that in the beginning of the show. Second part of the show is secure credit cards. Why I don't think the secure credit card trick is working anymore. But thank you for asking. Money, money, money. That's what this live stream is about. Thank you. I appreciate it. You were supposed to put on the okay. Up, they're letting you put links now. Cam, they're letting you put links. See if you can put links. Andre and Hatchet just put AndreandFriends.com. Thanks for letting me know her info is valuable and folks are taking action. Hit the like button. One Mark DC, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, the Asian American man experience. I know people who have credit scores in the low 1800s, but after they make all minimum payments, they only have 50 left over that goes to savings each month. So they live paycheck to paycheck with a high score. Wow. Everybody, I'm going to read that again. Asian American man experience. I know people who have a high credit score in the low 1800s, but after they make all minimum payments, they only have $50 left that goes to savings each month. So they live paycheck to paycheck. You guys, you can't chase the score if you don't have a meaning for it, right? Like the score has to have a purpose. That's scary. So Cam is posting all kind of tech information in here, you guys. So if you get a chance and you're looking for a higher paying job, something that's paying you $35 an hour, you need to be writing these things down. You need to be checking them out. Cam's usually in the private Facebook group sharing lots of great information. So I'm going to read his thing. Engineering, Red Hat certification. My mouth is tired. Certification and AWS solutions. And he studied a lot of those off. There you go. Andre Hatchet was able to post a link if you want to buy a day pass to Andre and Friends this weekend. GT Mobile Detail, BVA Business Secured Credit Card. I would say still try to go get it. I'm not going to say the trick is completely over, but BVA encompasses one of the secure credit cards. Now, I will tell you this. I was at Comerica, and they said I wasn't approved for their business credit card. But the lady told me, the specialist said, look, you can actually put money on an account in a CD, and we'll make you a business credit card. So take that to the bank. Don't tell them Erica Williams told you that, but that's a little secret. You guys free to have it. Thank you, Cam. It's funny because every YouTuber is going to be talking about this tomorrow. Mary H. This is the truth. 263 of y'all are here. And I think it's because I put YouTube crash. Now, YouTube did crash. And why is this important? This is important because this is one of the biggest free mediums that you can come on anywhere. China, Germany, anywhere in the world, and Google information about America, Google information about somewhere else, Google about Alaska, Google about Carnival Cruises, Google about anything. You got little kids on here to grown adults on here making money. And if it can be hacked, how is my information safe? How is my bank account that YouTube sends my money to safe? How is my password safe? How is your data on here safe? How is your password safe? You dig? That's why it's so important. And people are probably like, who cares if YouTube crashed? It's important. It's one of the biggest platforms in the world. I mean, literally the amount of videos uploaded to here daily, it can never be watched. It's so much it can never be watched. Oh, thank you, Colin Ware. Colin Ware said he haven't heard of me before tonight, and the only reason he clicked on the video, he was trying to get more information on why YouTube crashed. I'm glad I decided to stay in the live stream because I really like the information you were saying. I'm going to check out more of your videos. So thanks again. Thank you for coming on. Cam Cam not playing tonight. Thank you, Cam Cam. Thank you, Andre Hatchett. If you want to live stream our event, Andre Hatchett has the links. KG, once I'm finally successful in property investment, I'm going to get you guys to come to MC. What? Where? Mississippi? Um, our friend Asia didn't went to Jackson State University. She just finished leaving her homecoming. I mean, imagine a town getting thousands of people flying in, spending money, staying in all the hotels for alumni weekend. HBCU, make that money. You have to find peace within you. Hello, I'd rather be upset than poor. Luckily, I don't have any debt. Folks treat service workers like slaves, not knowing they're making more than them in some cases. True. Lando said the Russians crashed YouTube. I'm going to keep saying it because Lando keeps posting it. Why not? The Russians crashed YouTube, y'all. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to talk about American greed, but let me look through some more of your comments. And we're going to talk about American greed, why you need to protect your children, y'all. The YouTube community is like, for real, like a drug. The love here is like unlike anything else. Ah, that's very true. Investment clubs, Anthony Carmichael, investment clubs. That's right. Asian man, Asian man keeps it true. He does. Investment clubs once a week meet up at a socialize and talk about business and investments. Yes, Anthony Carmichael. Oh, he says Cryberry, Cybray. It's a good place to learn about cybersecurity for free. For any of you who took my laptop to ATM course, if you're on Warrior Forum, which is one of the things I list, there's so many job opportunities and skills you can learn in there and people you can work for part time. Art Nutsil, peace, sister. What's your take on chapter 13? If you watch this channel or any of my old videos, I'm not a fan of bankruptcy. I don't think it. There's two different type. There's two different things. If you're a man making 10K a month and you file for bankruptcy, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be able to get an apartment. You're gonna be able to get a house for cash, a car for cash. You're gonna be able to do a lot of things and keep on moving with your life. If you're someone filing for bankruptcy and you got $2,000 a month, you a teacher. Whoo! I don't think that's gonna work because they be trying to make people do repayments and all kind. There's a lot of things I think you can get out of before you get all the way to bankruptcy. Anthony, learn about family banking. There is a person out of Detroit. If I can meet him while I'm in Detroit, I'll totally message y'all. But he has a board game called In-Home Banking. Now, I'm not going to go over that tonight. That is way too much information for y'all, but you need to check out his board game, In-Home Banking. ESA, the point is you still build credit. True. You guys try not to put at my name because what it does is it makes it a bright red highlight like it's an emergency and it really hurts my eyes. So I'm just, if you could, just, I see your comments. Some of my keep going. KG, he said, she or he, it's a flower, so I'm gonna think she, the crash was bound to happen. Surprisingly, it took this long. If you think the crash on YouTube was bound to happen, put a one in the comments right now so I can kind of see. Nikki Baby, why do you need secure cards? So Nikki Baby, it was a part of the 7 that I named off that were tricks to kind of have primary trade lines. So again, Hutchinson Chase, Gettington, Fingerhut, Ox Publishing, what's the other one I named? New Coast Direct, My Jewelers, Secure Loans, or Secure Cards. It was a way to kind of rebreathe life to your credit after bankruptcy or after something happened, either a divorce, after a medical emergency, and build up positive payment history. That is the key. Long-term positive payment history. Why is that the key? That's why people buy AUs, to get the positive payment history. I was wondering what was up with YouTube. Thanks for cleaning it up. Wobbly Wieners is here, y'all, with a name like Wobbly Wieners. You know what I mean? Use up credit cards. Banks will crash soon. Anthony Carmichael, here's my thoughts. Like last crash, people were complaining, they cut my credit limits. Okay, well, get your credit limits up to $1 million. And if they cut them half, you still got to have 500,000. You dig? Loshawn Parks is another trucker to follow. Thank you, Ricardo Roper. Wells Fargo has a great secure business card that doesn't report to your personal card. Mike Polar. Pro woman said, "What hair products do I use? Don't mean to be a shadow. So I usually use Shea Moisture product line, Can2. I switch a couple different things. Yeah, please don't orange me, Marcus Love. Thank you, because it literally is like a red emergency. Erica's on Tinder. No, I'm not on Tinder. I'm not on Tinder. No, no one. I'm not on there. Please do not spread those lies. I think if anyone hacked it, was probably China. True. That's my leaning is China though, because China you cannot even go on YouTube in China. You can't even go on Facebook in China. Now there's places that are putting up these, wireless systems where you can, but I know, right, Cam Cam? He's Jamaican. Them Jamaicans don't act right. Close one said, "What big retail store do you think will go out of business next?" I don't know if you guys can look back, but a few years ago, I did a video about the 6,000 different stores that were going under. Now, here's a blog I'm going to give it. Don't tell me how depressing it is. I know. It's called the Economic Collapse.com. And all they do is post articles where they're just trending like, this many people live at home now. This many people do this, or this much stuff is happening. It is a kind of depressing blog, but it does keep you abreast of that. Like, everybody ain't out here on Instagram traveling and vacation. Some people are really suffering out here. Miss Erica, when are you coming to Houston? I go by Houston all the time. I don't know when we're going to do a show in Houston, though. Startups will be selling like hotcakes. They really will. Thank you so much, Cam Cam. Um, she said in a small business town, they handle business the old fashioned way. Should we keep pushing them for business loans without social or take the risk? Depends on the business. 55 an hour is 114,000 actually. Thank you so much. Now, you could argue if you're a man and you're making 55 an hour, you could also ask for salary and get to 120, possibly get to 130 with bonuses or something like that. But at the end of the day, 8,800 a month. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I know, right? Man of Tomorrow really supported the show. You guys, please stop adding my name. No salt BP. Thank you, but don't add my name. It is like a bright red crayon in your eyeball. Please don't do it. Esau, good job, Erica, on O'Shea. So, oh, Cam Cam, they're saying some link doesn't work. See if you can fix it. Nothing is safe on the web. I know. Asian American man, Erica, with advising. Oh, dang it, it popped up. How did I get started? I think that's what he just said. Hold on. How did I get started advising fanatics? How did you get started in the field? What ended up happening is I in college did business, a double major, sociology and business, and my business was really focused on entrepreneurship. Now I didn't do personal finance, but I took a class with a really great professor in East Carolina. I took his underclass and overclass. Now, essentially in this class, he taught. I don't want to get him in trouble because he's actually asked us not to tell, but basically he taught us how to invest in stocks, and all the class learned how to invest in stocks. I actually lost $4,000 in penny stocks at some point. I do want to blame him for that, but we learned how to invest in stocks. We learned how to fill out applications for home loans and all this other stuff. Like, he gave us the nitty gritty. Now, several people in that class, there were a couple girls that were from Rayford. Like, I'm from Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and they were from Rayford around the corner. They were from the trailer parks, and they ended up buying a duplex together with their student grant money, the refund check. Okay, because they both were working the whole time because their parents were poor, and they were like, we can qualify if we put ourselves together for this duplex. And that's what they did. And so his class was so helpful. But ever since then, like, even when I lost my business in North Carolina, I went to Texas and I just started talking about all these apps and how to invest, and like, oh man, it's so helpful. And eventually I wrote The Smartphone Millionaire, How to Invest from Your Hand in Your Pocket. And that's going to get a volume 2 here pretty soon. And that's kind of how I got started. So that's true. Skynet keeps kicking me to another video. They plotting. Ooh, Erica Robson, really? 200 likes to fight YouTube's crashes. Thank you. There's 219 of y'all still left on here. Thank you so much. Trey, we put all the links we can out here. Oh, D Ramsey got the deep one. What are your thoughts on bigger pockets? Now, here's the thing. Okay, take it with a grain of salt. Please be careful. There are some people in certain circles who don't like bigger pockets because we feel like, and I did for a while too, that they were very disrespectful about poor communities and investing in trailer parks. Like they made a lot of negative talk about investing in trailer parks, and Lisa Phillips was talking about investing in 30K homes, and they just trashed her. You know, they like, oh, 30K homes are trash, and now people housing is so expensive. Oh, 30K homes is where it's at, and I feel like she never got a true apology. And they like calling some neighborhoods war zones and happen to be black neighborhoods. But for as far as networking and connecting people, no one else built a better platform. There's a million real estate investors, quotation, on there. People at least looking to get invested in real estate or try to partner up or try to connect with each other. And so I think it's important for you to at least try to go check them out. So those are my thoughts on bigger pockets. I've used it for what does it work. I'm not on Tinder. Oh, the guy with tattoos on his face. Yeah, he has the in-house banking game. LexisNexis and StageStream, pull those reports. That's true. Ooh, Island Trucker. Good conspiracy theory. I think that crash was a test to send a message. Society bound to crash. Joy, my credit is stuck at 620. Won't go up or down. I have 22 positive accounts. Pay all your balances down. Whatever credit card, your credit card balances should be at 3%. Pay them all down. That's probably what I'm thinking is going on. What's holding it back? Natural juice and berries. That's right, been the bartender. Natural juice and berries. The whole head. You guys, day passes. $97. Cam's posting the link. Trekking will make you stronger. Walking Dead reference. True. What happened to YouTube? I heard it crashed. Giant lifestyle. It did for 40 minutes over here. According to people in other parts of the world, it crashed for hours. So we have to see what's the final tally on it. It's completely raining outside right now. Hey, Erica, like Glendon, I think you need to set up a text notification for the coming time when you need to transition to your own platform. Possibly. I thought about doing a text notification for when I came on here because there's 14,000 subscribers and only 250 of y'all got the notification. Come on, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. So we might have to do a text notification list to get the numbers right. So +1 for the text. Yeah. So how does one stay connected and find investment partners if one has credit and equity but no Facebook page? D Ramsey, you don't need a Facebook page. Go on Bigger Pockets, connect on there. Another thing is you can go in person to REIA groups, REIA.com. Actually go to actual in-person events. Like I went to VidCon and half of VidCon was all talking about get out of debt. But there was another half that was all like money and houses. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Trucker Maven. Blacker pockets. Yeah, Cam, listen. If Todd ever fully kind of fleshes out blacker pockets, we'll see what it comes to. Cho at 844. Hey, Erica, just started finding you and love you. You're real and straightforward. Are you going to do a truck investing video? Sometime in the future, we're going to do an actual series of like following me to go get a truck and how that worked out. So it did go down around 6:30 PDT time. Someone says I have 46,000 in student loans. I want to pay them down ASAP. What do you recommend? Write down your timeline. Are you paying them off in 2 years or 3 years? And every week, every week there should be no less than $150 going to pay your student loans down. Preferably 300. That's why I tell people work an extra job, get it whatever. YouTube acting funny. Scooter, you did. I've mixed it in between it. Oh, thank you, G Adams. So look, you guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. Never surprised when these free platforms have us by the you know what. They are free. We have no say. They will eventually charge us for Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Now, I think Facebook, when they lost half their traffic last year, that's because of all the algorithm crap, right? Instagram can charge somewhat. I don't know how, but they're going to charge in the future. Asian man, American experience. Some people are skeptical that the rate of unemployment is going down. What's your take? I am also skeptical. I think they're shadow stats. I truly believe. Now, listen, if you're going to tell me it's a roaring economy, but 1 in 3 men, 19 to 34, live at home, I'm sorry. Everybody may like their mom and dad, but they don't like them that much. No, that's a math economic problem. If you're telling me it's a roaring economy, there should be more young men partnering up, roommating, and inviting girls over their houses for parties. I'm just being crude, but I'm just saying that doesn't make sense to me. And now you may say, well, Erica, I live in New York. Erica, I live in California. 1 in 3 men, 1934, that's a nationwide problem. That's a nationwide problem. That's a money issue. So why do I talk about making more money in side hustles? Because that don't make sense. The math doesn't add up. Now, if you tell me 1 in 6 men don't have a job in America, how are we in a roaring economy? That doesn't sound right. Something about that does not sound right. Now, and they keep changing how they record it. People who are looking for a job, people who are on unemployment, people who, and then if you notice during Obama, you had people on the 2-year unemployment thing, right? And everybody was like, look, 2 years is too long. Go get a job. Well, guess what happened at the end of that 2-year mark? A sea of people applied for disability. Like millions applied for disability. Now, I don't know if they all got it, but I know they applied. So for them to be like, oh, Trump's economy is roaring. I'm like, Trump just said when he was out there walking that he thought unemployment was like 20%. Now he's president and it went to 4%. Come on now, people. Come on now. We can really kind of look at the numbers, and that just doesn't add up. I would also say the study where it showed that 52% of all children live in a home where somebody's getting some type of government assistance. Now, let's clarify. When it meant government assistance or government money, what could fall under categories: kids living with their grandma, grandma's getting Social Security, people getting WIC, people getting food stamps, all these different things, right? Temporary disability, TANF. There's so many things that fall in this category, but for 52% of kids, that's a lot of kids. That's half America. You can't have a roaring economy and half of America's got food stamps at their house or some kind of something, right? Again, so many different things fall under that. Look, don't get banned tonight. Where's my moderators? We got somebody going Make America Great Again. I'm watching you. Just be easy. Easy, cat daddy. I'm seeing y'all. But my thoughts on that is something's off about those stats. Those numbers are too off. I mean, in a roaring economy, you don't have people with credit card debt at the highest it's ever been. At a roaring economy, you don't have people with less health care than it's ever been. With a roaring economy, you don't have some of the stuff we're seeing. And if you look at California, you're seeing tent cities. You're seeing area there's a video, if I can find it. There's a kid, all he does is talk about everybody leaving California. And he's still there, but he's making videos. And he does a drive through this one area, and it is like tent city. It's like tent city. It's like tent city. Key part. Lewis Lemons the third say, if you work under your EIN, you can get food stamps. Facts. So good question, American Male. That is an amazing question because I really don't believe I don't believe it. I think those numbers are off. Okay, thank you, Yolanda, for reminding me about American Greed. I totally want to go over it in a second. Thanks, Erica, for the info. I am a side hustle king. All right, Gerald Moore. Lack of affordable housing. BC, it's got to be more than a lack of affordable housing. Men at a young age will partner with people. They will go in a house with 2 dudes. I have friends, 3 dudes who bought a house together. It's not, something's off there. They're unemployed. Like, prime example, there was a kid who had, he's on Fallen State video. He's 21 years old, doesn't know how to drive, doesn't have a driver's license, doesn't have a car, doesn't have a job, lives at home with his parents, overweight, plays video games. Like, I can't get a girlfriend. A girlfriend is the last of your worries, young man. That's the last thing you need to worry about. Let me tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is number 27th on your list. And so as I watched the video, I literally commented under the comments, we have to tell him what we tell young women in our society. You need to work out. You need to lose weight. You need to dress nice. You need to be social. But you also need to be self-sufficient and get a job. If we're going to tell young women in that side, we have to tell that young man that. We are doing him a disservice. Now, I don't think everybody's that young man staying at home, not working, no job, no driving, no nothing. I think that is a special case. But he was 21. He was too young to be 300 pounds sitting over there with that man. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit up. Thank you, Lauren, for reminding me. So in American Greed, you guys can look it up. Range Tree Farm. Now, when I was on O'Shea's channel, I said what you're gonna start seeing is an increase of people marrying for security per se. You're gonna see a increase of people when the recession happens marrying for security because they need to. They need to live together, right? And on the show American Greed, this guy's father was a genius. He was a genius. He had this huge tree farm. You know what? They only cut a few trees a year. You cut a tree is $1,000 per tree. He had a huge. I mean, I'm talking about hundreds of acres. So they only had to cut a couple trees a year. If you only cut 50 trees, $50,000, you keep on going about your life and you keep replanting more trees. Well, of course, the father has a stroke. The genius has a stroke. What's the sad part is his son was special. His son was slow. So an Asian woman named Miss Lee and her daughter took advantage of him, pretended to be in love with him, pretended to marry him, and give him a child. Of course, this child looks nothing like this man. And they start just taking over power attorney, selling their stocks, selling their trees. And in the end, the man was able to get back $3 million and keep some of the tree, like a piece of his farm, like maybe like a small 50 acres, but nothing like what he had before. And it was because he was slow. And my thing about American Greed show is every time I watch American Greed, I don't understand why these people don't have safety nets. Like they don't have barriers between them and gold diggers. I don't understand, right? I don't understand why people who are participating in these scams don't find a way to just go legal. Right? Every time I see these scams, somebody's really good at sales, and then all of a sudden they get the money, and you're like, okay, you could buy a couple of rentals and still pay people. Nope. They take the money and they have Corvettes and cars and crap, and they go do something crazy. And so, if you want to watch a terrible but sad American Greed, for 10 years they ran this scam on this guy. So when people are like, how did they run a scam for 10 years? I'm like, they did because the guy was slow. He was mentally challenged. And unfortunately, you're going to see a lot more of that, unfortunately, and you're going to see more American Greed shows because people get taken advantage of and they don't want to tell anybody. And the American Greed show does a show about being taken advantage of. No one wants to be seen stupid. So I definitely want you guys to check that show out. That last one blew my mind, but I really do believe that. So the problem in California is that houses aren't being built enough, and a lot of money and people coming in the state, which increases housing prices to super expensive levels. So, Roscoe, my thing about California is thousands of people are leaving every day. Thousands are leaving every day. Yes, thousands are coming, but it's more than just the housing shortage because there are several videos where they're driving where neighborhoods where the developer ran out of money and the last crash in that same area is still empty today. What state was the tree guy in? He was in Washington State. It's the Rainer, the Rainer, Rainer State Farm. Or look it up. It'll say psychics take advantage of a man. 2 psychics take advantage of a man. Thank you, Lewis Lemon. Exactly. So anyway, I've got to run. Somebody Robinson says, Keith from Baltimore, the city is good mine, but gentrification is trying to happen in South Baltimore. I don't know. I'll ask Charm City Bowers about that. But I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you, Man of Tomorrow, for putting $100 super chat in the box tonight. Thank you, everybody else who super chatted. You are special to me. Thank you, D, who she's new to the channel, put $24 in. Thank you. Who else? Trucker Maven. I'm scanning through, see if it'll let me scan all the way back up. Thank you, one Mark DC $4.99 super chat. Again, thank you, D Ramsey. Who else? Thank you so much, Doy, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Trump City Buyers, for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Lance Brown, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Roscoe, for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Sahara Sun from London. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, Adult Supervision, for the $5 super chat. What else? Again, thank you, Man Tomorrow, for sponsoring this show. All right, everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Listen, the links will be in the description below. Thank you for coming on tonight. So glad YouTube crash isn't still going. That would be scary, but hopefully, again, crash can happen once. It can happen twice. So, everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You guys be safe. Later.